Woo! How's it going, everybody? This is Jong with iiRcade Live, number 90. Number 90. 10 more to go before we hit the big 100. That's going to be awesome. Can't wait. It's already been 90 episodes. Wow. Time flies. Time flies. Every day time flies. I get one more gray hair, which is okay because I'm with you guys. So I'm very happy. How's my family? Let me go back to the list and say hi. I haven't done that in a while. Mr. Double to the R to the G. Woo! How's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Mr. P, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thanks for joining. Mr. William, how's it going, my friend? So great to see you. Thanks for joining. Mr. Dylan, how are you? So great to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Whoa, our secretary is here, Mr. Retro Collect. Woo! How are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Oh my God, my shotgun Sean. Here we go. Shotgun for you. That was a preview. So great to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Mr. Verslards. How's it going, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Whoa, and my screen, of course, jumps. Just going back real quickly. Um, woo! Gene! So great to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. How's the weather in Florida? Hope everything is great. No hurricanes like what your video showed last time. Mr. Steve! Great to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Mr. Thomas, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Going down the list, Mr. John. How are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thanks for joining. Woo! Oh my God, Mr. Jeff, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. My to die for. Oh my God, you are to die for. So great to see you, Mr. B. Thank you so much for joining. Louis, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Lance, good afternoon. How's it going? Thanks for joining, my friend. So great to see you. Mr. Thomas B, TGIF. Thank God. Thank God it's Friday. To me, tomorrow is also Friday. And the day after that is also Friday. Then Monday starts. But it's great because I am having fun. Woo. So great to see you, my friend. Mr. Chad, how's it going, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Rick, how's it going, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Roberto, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Todd, how's it going, my friend? So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my God, Mr. Prentice, how are you, my friend? The Warrior, thank you for joining, my friend. So great to see you. Mr. Bill, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Question, where are our games this week? I'll explain that in a second. Mr. Kenny, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. And of course, my screen jumps. Mr. Mark, how's it going, my friend? Hope everything is great. So great to see you. Mr. Anthony, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thanks for joining. Mr. Harold, woo, how's it going? So great to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Mr. Alex, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Wow, everybody's here. Mr. Thomas, how's it going, my friend? So great to see you. Mr. Gregory, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Mr. Prince, oh my God. Thank you so much for joining, my friend. So great to see you. Mr. Divan, how are you, my friend? So great to see you. Thanks for joining. Mr. Mark, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Roy, so great to see you, my friend. How's everything? Nice weather, right, in Chicago? It is so great to be in Chicago, guys. Nice weather these days. Going down the list. See. Christina, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Kiran, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. My list just jumped again. Mr. Emek. Oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Mr. P Dubs. Woo! Great to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Space Ace, baby. Woo! Mr. Jerry, how are you, my friend? Our king of one of the king of Dragon Slayer and Dragon Slayer 2 and SpaceX. I saw your performance. You're fantastic. Thanks for joining. Mr. Mark Whitman, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. So great to see you. Mr. Jeffrey Chef, how are you, my friend? Woo! Thanks for joining. Great to see you. Let's go ahead and get started. I have a lot to show you today. First of all, I got rejected by Collins, so I'm running solo today by myself. Just kidding. Um, yeah, I think it may be great for no, great for me to do a solo session and give Collins a little break. He's been working too hard, but he'll be back. He'll be back. So today, today's Friday. We'll go easy. We'll relax a bit. Um, and we'll keep right, and we'll have some interactions, get some Q&A going, and things like that. So it's Friday, TGIF. So we'll have a great Friday session. Where do I start? So let me start with Bill's question first. Where are the games? First of all, we have completed the first 100 that we promised. And there's a lot going on right now. And there are the games that are reserved. There are the games that are already licensed. They're yours. They're coming. We just need to make sure that they're tested, they're approved, everything's great to go, right? We do have still games that we can release, but it's been extremely crazy these days here. Lots going on, and especially getting some of the big games ready and things like that. And other things that are going on here. So unfortunately, we didn't have too much time to go through the games, final go through the games. So we couldn't release them again this week. But this week, it's not over yet, right? This week is not over yet. There is a game that I'll be giving to you today, and you know what it is. So stay tuned. Again, the games that are licensed already, they're coming. They're yours. So it's not going anywhere, just to let you know. All right. With that, let me start by sharing some slides. Right? It's always slide time in the beginning. Let me just check and make sure I have the slides up. And maybe I don't. So let me bring it up. All right. Here are the slides. And because the slides are more important than me, let me switch the order. Oh, and of course, it doesn't let me switch the order. Oh, well. All right. Let's do it. So here are the slides. First slide, just as a reminder, the affiliate program is still going, right? Every sale that you refer and purchase is made, you make 10%. So iiRcademoney.com, iiRcademoney.com. I did not come up with the URL. So if you go there, sign up, and if you refer and somebody purchases a device, you get 10% of the sale. So I want to bring that up. And I haven't done the solo thing in a while. So if I'm a little rough, please forgive me. And today's also not my real hair day either. So, but it's been a crazy week. So I haven't had a time to do my hair. All right. How about if we do some top 20 list? It is finally time, right? End of the month or / beginning of the month. Let's do top 20 list of the top games for March. I think that's going to be a little fun. All right. Let's do it. March. So I have two lists for you. One of them is top games from March, and the other one is all time. So starting with March. Now this time I've expanded the list to top 20. But first, I'm sorry, the later 10. I go real quickly. So Top 20 list of March, from 16 to 20. Number 20, we have Wonder Boy. So Wonder Boy was 20th top selling game of March, followed by Double Dragon 2. Double Dragon 2 did pretty well. And then World Rally 2 was a surprising hit, I think. Many people liked World Rally 2. So, and that was sold pretty well. And Cosmic Avenger was the other one too. If you remember Cosmic Avenger, that was a ColecoVision game that played like Defender. And I think a lot of us, including myself, like Defender. So I was so glad to see that Cosmic Avenger made the list. I think this is like the only ColecoVision game that made the list. Um, so it was great to see. Fire Shark is the one that you see on the screen. It's a beautiful shooter. I believe this is a 12-playing game, and 12-playing games are always amazing. So, and Fire Shark made the list, which was great to see. All right, next one, 11 to 15. Here you go. Number 15, Rage of the Dragons. Rage of Dragons still going hot, doing very well. It is an amazing fighting game, and it is 2-on-2, and it is a sort of an informal, quote unquote, Double Dragon fighting game, and which I really like a lot. So, Rage of Dragons made number 15. Number 14 is another fighting game, Karnov's Revenge. Karnov's Revenge is actually Fighters History 2. It is Fighters History 2. And it is actually a very good fighting game, very similar to I think Street Fighter series. So I'll show you that in a bit. But Karnav's Revenge made number 14. Number 13, Dead Effect 2. Dead Effect 2 is continuously on the list, which I am very glad to see. Dead Effect 2 was one of the very first launch titles, and this is a first-person shooter where you shoot zombies. And this is the one that has like really great PlayStation 4 graphics. Highly recommend if you haven't tried. The story is amazing. The action is really, really crazy. So Dead Effect 2 making number 13. Number 12, Hoops 96. Everybody likes basketball. I personally really like basketball a lot. And I went to Purdue for my undergrad. And when I was there, the big dog, Glenn Robinson, was there. I actually went to his dorm a few times. I saw Quenzo Martin, who was his roommate, and Big Dog. And strange thing, right? He could not stand up because the ceiling was too low. He was that tall. He was really, really tall. He was actually taller than Quenzo Martin. And yeah, he's a really awesome person too. But anyways, that's that's around when I got really into basketball, right? Especially NCAA, and I went to watch our game and things like that. That was when we made number 4 in the nation with Big Dog scoring like 60 points a game, which was awesome. But anyways, Hoof 96 coming in number 12. Number 11 is Knuckle Bash. Knuckle Bash is another it's another brawler game, and it's actually a wrestling brawler game. And this game initially was going to be a fighting game, right? So they were designing a fighting game, and then at the very end they turned and made it into a wrestling brawler game, which was very interesting to know. Knuckle Bash is also a 12-playing game, 12-playing brawler, which was also very interesting too. It is a very good brawler game. If you haven't tried, I would recommend it. It is a wrestling game meets, I guess, I don't know, Double Dragon with big characters. But it's a very interesting game. Knuckle Bash coming in at number 11. All right, here goes number 10. Number 10, who would it be? Admar is number 10. By the way, I put this list together, but I forgot what they were. So these are also surprising me as well. So when I'm surprised, I'm not acting. I really forgot. But anyways, Admar is coming in number 10. As you know, Admar is an amazing platform game with great graphics and things. I think like almost everybody has it. It is an amazing game. Admar coming in at number 10. Some people say this is like Mario of iiRcade, which was good to know. Good to know because it is an amazing game. And Admar, like as you know, has been there since day one too. So it's still a top 10. It has never left top 10, which is an amazing feat. All right, here comes number 9. Riptide GP Renegade. Woo! I think this one is like one of those standard games where like everybody has it. Just like Admar, Riptide GP Renegade has also never left top 10. Never left top 10. And this was one of the very first launch games as well, which was very interesting. Amazing graphics, really fluid water mechanics, which was very amazing. Fluid water mechanic is very difficult to implement. And I was a software engineer, so from my water fluidity and making that into graphics is very, very difficult. And they've done a fantastic job. This is especially a futuristic jet ski game, right? I mean, who doesn't love futuristic jet ski games, right? So, Riptide GP Renegade is doing extremely well. Still number 9 in March. So that was number 9. Let's go to number 8. What do you think number 8 is? Is your favorite in number 8? We'll check it out. Fix 8. Woo! Uh, it was expected. I personally think, and I mean, if the name was Fix 7, it would have been number 7. Uh, Bad joke. Fix 8 is the sequel to Outzone, and I think a lot of our family members love Outzone, and Fix 8 is the sequel to it, and it is still in top 10 at number 8. Fix 8, very similar to like Ikari Warriors, but it's 1990s game, better graphics, lots of action and things like that. So, fantastic game if you like Ikari Warriors type of top-down shooter game, where you're controlling warriors. It's awesome. So, Fix 8 coming in number 8. All right. Which game do you think is number 7? Fix 7? Sorry for bad joke. All right, let's check it out. At number 7 is Windjammers. Woo! Love Windjammers. I love Windjammers. I think this is like one of those best I can kick your butt type of games. And I do that with my Donkey Jong Jr. Hey, Donkey, I can kick your butt. um, it is an awesome game. I think it is a beautiful two-player game that where you're doing frisbees. And it's like ice, not ice hockey, air hockey. It's very similar to air hockey, but with like lots of moves and things. Fantastic games, got several arenas. I think everybody knows Windjammers. So coming in number 7, Windjammers right there. Now, number 6. Which game do you think is number 6? Is it one of your favorite games? Is it one of the newer games? Is it one of the retro games? Let's find out. Coming in at number 6. I feel like, by the way, I feel like Casey Kasem. I used to watch the music, America's Top 100 Countdown I think it was Saturday, back in 1980s. Used to love it. And I feel like him right now. All right. Here is American iiRcade game countdown. Number 6 is, oops. Oh, there you go. Dragon Slayer 2. Dragon Slayer 2. There's a lot of love going on for Dragon Slayer 2. There's a lot of great competition going on with Dragon Slayer 2. I looked at the global leaderboard and oh my God, there's some really high scores up there. And a lot of people have achieved high scores, which was great to see. I will confess, you guys are better than me. But so great to see. And we have a lot of Dragon Slayer champions in our show right now. And love to continue to see you guys coming up with higher scores, and especially also for Space Ace as well. That was number 6, Dragon Slayer 2. Now, which is number 5? Is that one of your favorites? Let's find out. Number 5, Double Dragon 3. Woo! Double Dragon 3 was one of the newer games that we released, I think, last week, or I think it was last week, I believe. Um, it did very well. The Double Dragon 3, I thought was a different sort of a. It's got Double Dragon feel. It doesn't. It implements some other things. If you know what I mean. Um, Double Dragon 3 is made by a different team than the team that implemented the original 1 and 2 Double Dragon. The team that implemented Double Dragon 1 and 2 did Combat Tribes, and another team implemented Double Dragon 3. One of the things that sort of surprised me was Double Dragon 3 was, I believe it's the very first game that implemented in-app purchase. I don't know if you guys tried it. If you go to the shop here, right, then you can put in a quarter and buy items, which I thought was pretty interesting. But that was Double Dragon 3 coming in at number 5. Now, coming in number 4. Which game do you think is number 4? Any guesses? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Number 4, Strikers 1945 Plus. Strikers 1945 is an amazing game. It is a Psycho game. And Strikers 1945 Plus is sort of, what's the best way to put it? In between 1 and 2. Strikers 1945 1 and 2 is sort of a mix of the two games. And then I think it implemented some better graphics and things like that. There's some enhancements to the series, but the game itself is really fast. A lot of amazing looking bad guys. I like the looks of bad guys than the good guy. But it's a one of those shooter that where all the bullets are like coming after you and things, and there's like no space to avoid, so you have to get hit anyway, unless you are a super gamer, which I think a lot of people in our family are. Um, I have personally never seen anybody who beat this game with one quarter. But again, anything is possible. But it is a game that is that hard. But lot of enjoyment, really enjoyable. Great thing is, and you have infinite number of quarters. um, so I challenge you to finish the game in one quarter. And coming in number 4, Strikers 1945 Plus. Now, number 3. Which game do you think is number 3? Oh, Prince Malcolm takes a guess. Number 3, Prince Malcolm says it's going to be Aces. Aces meaning Space Ace? Or do you mean Aces of Luftwaffe? Or is there another ace? um, so we find out. Let's find out. Coming in at number 3 is... Oh my God, Prince, how'd you guess? Aces of Luftwaffe. That was a fantastic guess. But I've been reading up on comments, and it looks like many of our family members are really enjoying Aces of Luftwaffe, and especially this is one of those games that are like sleeper hits for family activities. Great thing about this game is that I wouldn't say it's like relaxing, but it's sort of relaxing to play, if you know what I mean. It is a shooter game with lots of blitzes coming after you. So there is no moment where you can sort of relax. But at the same time, the music is great, you know. Then you don't have to keep on pressing the button. So it's sort of relaxing. The other thing is, I think the game is more kid friendly, if you know what I mean. So even younger children can play because it uses joystick to control, and you don't have to like press the button and things. It's not easy, but it's easier. It's hard to explain. One of the reasons why I really like this game a lot, the reason why we licensed this game in the first place was the music. The music. The music sounds fantastic on the on iiRcade. I don't know if you guys tried pumping up the volume all the way. Now I'm gonna say all the way, maybe three-fourths, and play this game. Oh my God, it feels like the music is like really surrounding you, right? It's surrounding you, and you're like, dun, 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 and you feel the game and things like that. And that was the experience when I first played it. I'm like, we have to get this because even though you're not like you don't have to press, it really draws you into the game, especially the music. So we got it, and I think, and we did price this lower. Um, so I think it's being liked by many of our family members, which I was very happy to see. So Aces of the Luftwaffe coming in at number 3. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 2. Which one do you think is number 2? Can you take a guess? Is it one of the newer games, or is it one of those games that were launched since day one? We'll find out. I should have said right after these messages. I don't have any commercials to show you, unfortunately. So here we go. Number 2 is Space Ace. Oh my God. Dylan, how did you guess? That was a fantastic guess. Or was it? Was it pretty obvious? It was a very surprising thing. I mean, because surprising, but not really surprising. Space Ace was released, what, like 3 days ago? And it's only been 3 days, and it became number 2 in the entire month. So Space Ace, everybody liked. I mean, it killed our server, and it was really liked. By the way, Space Ace, what we found out is that if you have any problems with Space Ace, like game freezing and things like that, if you can try re-downloading again, there may, and because of server issues and things, what we think is that there's been some like internet traffic issues and things like that, and your download may have been bad. So if you re-download and install again, the problem goes away. So if you're having any issues, if you can re-download and install, then it just works. FYI, internally here in our offices, in all different regions, we have never seen issues like that. And those were tested before the server overload. And server overload issue should also be fixed right now too. So our engineer's been looking into it very hard, and he believes he fixed it. So we'll see. We'll see. Difficult thing about server overload issue is that it's nearly impossible to test because we have limited number of devices here and our other locations too. So in order for it's very difficult to go. All right, guys, ready? We're gonna hit 100 devices hitting the server at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go. In order to make that happen, we need like 100 people standing in front of in front of the device and hitting at the same time, and that's really hard. So some of these were very difficult to test, and that's why we only found out after we launched. And we thought issue wouldn't be happening, but it did. So my sincere apologies for that. Hopefully it's fixed now. Fingers crossed. That was number 2. So let's go to number 1. Which do you think is number 1? I think everybody knows already. Take a wild guess. There was a movie that I remember. I forgot which one it was. And there was a guy who said, "Take a blip blip guess." So take a guess. Number 1 is Dead Cells. Why am I not surprised? I'm not surprised. You guys surprised? Dead Cells been tremendous. Dead Cells is actually this is probably like the first time that a Metrovania game came to an arcade environment, and it plays extremely well. The game is a lot of fun, and especially in an arcade with 100 watts of sound. I'm sorry, 1.21 gigawatts of sound. they go. The game is amazing. I really love this game. I'm still bad at it. I do play this game a lot compared to other games, and I'm still bad at it. Um, I'm still at first level. But our guys here in the office, many people have already finished it. So it's not impossible. And I know that several of our family members have already finished it too. So, but great thing about this game is that the replay value is very, very high because our game integrates legacy update. So if you finish it once, new contents come in. So you get new abilities and new bad guys and things like that. So replayability value is high. So even if you finish it, just continue on because it's different. All right, that was for March. The overall, I'll go pretty quickly. Here is the list for all time. So top 16 to 20, you have Space Harrier, which is staying strong, Sega game. Super Burger Time, Outzone. Everybody loves Outzone. Cisco Heat and Mousepot. A lot of people like Mousepot. It's a very relaxing game, especially great for children. So a lot of love there as well. So that was 16 to 20. Next five are Windjammers at 11. Street Hoops. Everybody loves basketball. Mad Mania. Not surprising. Wrestling game was uh, one of the most requested games. We listened to you and we had brought Mad Mania. Shadow Dancer is an amazing Sega game. This is Shinobi 2. And then Tesla Grad. A lot of people are playing as well. Tesla Grad is extremely cartoony, and it's a platform game. I actually uh, got hooked into this about like a week ago, and I've been playing a lot of this game, especially as of late. And the world is huge. World is very big. A lot of things to do and a lot of puzzles that I have to solve. So I'm really enjoying this game. So Tesla Gray coming in number 15. Now, number 10 of all time is Space Ace. All right, guys, repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! Space Ace was released 3 days ago, and it's already number 10 of in the all-time list. That was awesome. That was very pleasantly surprising to see. Space Ace is doing very, very well. So Space Ace breaking the all-time top 10 list in 3 days. Number 9 is Rage of Dragons. Also another game that's doing extremely well. It is an amazing fighting game, so I'm not really surprised. But this game also came up extremely fast. It's number 9 in the all-time list. Number 8 is Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap. Another amazing game. Very cartoony, where this game is sort of an action adventure RPG game, and you can go back and forth between retro and modern graphics and sound and things like that, which is really awesome. So that was Wonder Boy. Number 7 all time is Double Dragon 2. That's another game that came up really quickly, and obviously it's a Double Dragon game. So many people love it, and I like this game a lot too. So Double Dragon 2 coming in at number 7. Number 6 is Strikers 1945. This is another game that a lot of people like. Retro Collect, I know you love this game. It's very hard, but very challenging. I have in my life never ever seen anybody again beating this game with 1/4. So it's a hard game. Uh, if you haven't tried it, try it. It's a blast. So Strikers 1945 coming in number 6. Now, number 5. Take a guess. Is it one of your favorite games? There you go. Dead Effect 2. Um, Dead Effect 2 is one of my favorites. It is a mature game, so don't let your children see it. But graphic is amazing. The sound is extremely immersive, and it is a first-person shooter. Another first-person shooter game on arcade environment, and it works extremely well. It's very immersive, and it's got a great storyline, and the zombies look amazing. And you got a lot of different weapons and things like that. If you haven't tried it, I would strongly recommend it. That Effect 2 and number 5. Number 4, which is number 4. Is it one of your favorite games? Dead Cells. Dead Cells came up extremely fast, didn't it? It's only like couple of weeks that we released Dead Cells, and it's already a number 4. And I think especially Dead Cells and Space Ace are two of the games that have the potentials to uh, dethrone some games. It is extremely popular. So Dead Cells coming in number 4. All right, let's check out number 3. And by the way, I think we're having some early guesses here. Mark says number 1 Admar, number 2 Riptide GP Renegade. Will that be true? Or did it change? And by the way, I forgot the list, so I don't know. So I'm not saying that because I know what the number 1 and 2 are, but I'm just saying because you may or may not be right, and I forgot. So let's find out together. Number 3 is Dragon Slayer 2. Are we surprised? Dragon Slayer 2 did very well. Still staying at top 3. And even Dragon Slayer 2, it hasn't been too long time since we released it, and that's done really well. That's actually another game that can potentially dethrone our king. All right, number 2 and number 1 may not be that amusing, so I'll go quickly. Number 2 is, everybody, 1, 2, 3. Riptide. Riptide's been number 2 since day 1, and it's still number 2. I'm like, oh my god, this game is not dethronable, or is it? There's a lot of really cool games coming right after it. Riptide GP Renegade has been number 2 again since we launched. So, and still number 2, Riptide GP Renegade. Now, number 1, can anybody guess? Number 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Admar. Admar has been number 1 since day 1, and still number 1. And is that really surprising? Not really. I mean, it sort of feels like, and it sort of feels like deja vu, right? When NES first came out, I'm not saying this is Super Mario, but Super Mario's been like number 1 since day 1 until the last day, and even today. Admar for iiRcade has been playing the role of, I would say, Super Mario for the platforms. Amazing 2D platformer, and it's been number 1 since day 1. It's still number 1 today. The question is, will it be number 1 tomorrow? It's got a lot of games coming after it, a lot of awesome games coming after it. So that was number 1, Admar. Any questions? Or is it surprising, or is it expected? That was it. That was a slideshow. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I gotta find out how to turn this off. Oh, there we go. All right, that was our top 20 list of the month. Next top 20 list I will show you at the end of April. The time flies really quickly. So end of April, we may have a completely different list. We'll find out. All right, next segment. Next segment, I'm going to play a couple of games with you. I haven't done that in a long time, so let me do that. As you can see in the background, today is Reventure launch day. We are launching Reventure today. We've announced it last Tuesday. This is an amazing RPG, and it's a very different kind of RPG because it's got 100 different endings, and each ending, one of the endings is like over 10 hours long. So it's got a lot of great replayability and things. But I'll show you a little bit today. I found out some new stuff, which will be interesting. All right, if I can figure out how to do this. All right, then if I can swap, there we go. Let me go to the game. I'm gonna play 3 games with you as always. All right, if you can see me, let me know if you have any questions. Yep, Mark, I was surprised too. I have not finished the game yet, obviously, but our members here who finished it, they said one of the endings is over 10 hours. It's not 10 hours, it's over 10 hours, which means the other endings, they may be like last of 10-hour endings, right? Um, so it's got a lot of great replayability value. But anyway, let me go back, play a couple of games with you. Let me start with Basis of Luftwaffe. Um, I am starting with this because many of our family members enjoyed it, and I want to show you how awesome or unawesome I am in the game. And by the way, again, let me pump up the volume a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear. You hear that? It's got a strong bass boom, and along with great surround sound type of effect. And the music is, I personally, it's soothing, but it's also very World War II like, and which fits the bill really well. So here's my challenge. Uh, I'll play 1 game, and let's see if I can finish the first level. Now this game uses again joystick and button A. Button A is for executing special moves, and if you get this airplane, there's a red circle. That's the one that you want to get because that has special weapons. Down. We get, all right. Now, this is what I really like a lot. Having wingmen helping me out. The game becomes like completely different. You have the wingman, and the next word is another thing I'm going to show you. Check this out. I do a lot of. I think soon I'll be able to execute my special move, and you can see that the bullets are going in different directions, which is very helpful. Will Jong be able to finish the level? All right, as you can see, and now it's telling me that I can push the button to call my sort of backup, like that, which I like a lot. Now, thanks to that, I've gotten a lot of medals. I got new weapons now. Now my wingman, one of my wingmen died. Oh, second one died. Now if I can get more of those boxes, then I can get my wingman back again. And I want my wingman. And really cool effect, right? You get these bullet holes on the screen, which feels like you're really hit. So I like those effects a lot. Please keep my wingman. Oh, there we go. Thank you for my wingman. Yeah, when I'm playing this, I'm just looking at my center guy because that's me. I press A to get rid of the other guys. My wingman's upgraded now, and I lost both of them. All right, got my wingman back. I think I'm almost at the end. So hope I can make it. Let's see. I've done it a few times, and the game looks easier because the speed of the game is slower, but it's actually not easy. um, that's why I use my special powers a lot of times. Right, I think I'm all right. I finished it. Jong does it. Jong does it. That was Aces of Luftwaffe. It's a great shooter game. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me go to the next game. Next game I want to get to, and this one we released I think last week, was Karnav's Revenge. This is a fighting game, a sequel to Fighter's History. So this is Fighter's History 2. Um, so let me play around. I mean, this reminds me a lot of Street Fighter, right? And I think it is definitely a clone, but it's a clone that's done really well. So it's got two punch buttons, two kick buttons. Ray is very similar to Ryu, and you can do a lot of Street Fighter type of moves. But you can do a lot of Street Fighter type of moves, but it also does a lot of combination like this. That was similar to, that was sort of a mix of pelly kick as well as uppercut. And we have moves like this. And that move is really good for changing direction. Oops, I lost. I take it back. Misoguchi is more like Ryu. Rei is more like Ken. I lost. All right. I will focus on Buddha. Now, Ray has, I want to show you, really strong. Oops. Has a really strong throwing move. This, which I think is really cool. There we go. Woo! Killed him. He wins. I'll play one more round, and then I'll move to Reventure. Look at that fireball move. There's a move on the show that move is pretty powerful. And this game has a lot of moves. And I think I'm going to lose this one. Right, there we go. Oh, beat me. I was going to end it anyway, but I'm now forced to end it. If you like Street Fighter, this is a strongly recommended game. I think this game is closer to Street Fighter 2 series. Rage of Dragons, I think, is closer to like MVC2. So that was Karnav's Revenge. Let's go to Reventure. So I showed off a little bit of Reventure last time, which was pretty short. So I think I showed off like 4 different endings. And thank you so much to Michael who taught me some stuff on this game. There are a lot of hidden areas too, as I'm finding out. So there you go. I think I have like 4 or 5 endings now. Last ending, I fell. I stepped on a rock and fell, and I died. And that was one of the endings. That's such a stupid fall. This game has a lot of jokes. It's pretty funny. But here I can either go to right to cancel, or I found out that I can escape from the window, which I thought was pretty cool. Now here, look, last time I tried to go to the bathroom, I couldn't get the sound going. Here we go. I'm going to go to the bathroom again. There's a flush. Let me try this one more time. Oh, man. That feels good. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that the game has a bathroom. Probably the first game that has a bathroom ever. Anyways, now here, last time I got the sword, and this is an old guy, an old man, and I killed the old man last time, which was one of my endings. But now Michael told me that instead of going to the right, you can go to the left, and there's a hidden passage. And if you go here, you see the levels look very similar to like Mario. I can swim. Um, Picture two, there's a door. I enter the door, and there's this guy. He's a store guy, and I heard that I can kill him. But that'll be one of the endings. I don't want to end yet, so let me escape. There's a little button. I don't know what it does. Oh, that brings me down. No, I didn't want that. I want to show you something else. There's something really cool here. There are a lot of really cool stuff here. That's like built in. If I go into this door, you see this? This is a canyon. So I go into a canyon, it shoots me. Goes all the way to the other side of town. And now I'm in this dungeon. And here I can do a lot of things, including using my sword to kill the bad guys. I can swim. And it really feels like that Bowser's dungeon, kind of, from original Super Mario, right? Now I guess that's the elevator that takes me up. Oh, there's a trap door. Oh, I didn't expect. I've never seen that before. So let's kill the bad guys. I keep touching wrong. But oh, I died. Yep. I guess that's one of the endings. They kill me pretty brutally right there. The game is not for faint-hearted. This is 8-bit violence right there. But anyways, that was Reventure. And again, that was ending number 15. There are lots of different endings. So let me end my gameplay here before I get any more embarrassed. Let me switch over camera to me. All right. Let me lower the volume a little bit. Guys, like that. A lot of games that I want to show you and play with you. But I haven't had a chance for a little while. There are like strings of games that we want to announce and release to you. So it has been a while since we did a gameplay together. So I was very excited for today. So with that, next section, let's do some Q&A. I know that you guys have a lot of questions on many different things. So let me get them answered for you. Again, write the word question in the beginning. That'll help me to catch my eyes. Let me go down the list. Looking for the word question. Going down the list. Oh my God! I forgot when that was for. But caught my eyes. Oh my God! Going down the list. Looking for the word question. And if you have beautiful borders on it, it catches my eyes even better. Let's see. Kian wants an autograph from Dan Bluth. So do I. Oh, by the way, talking about autograph, I'm going to show off something real quickly. I just got this from Hollywood Nova to iiRcade. He loves our iiRcade. So autograph picture from Hollywood Nova. Mike, if you're watching, thank you for this. We really appreciate it. This is in our show-off area of our break room. And Frame's coming. He sent us a lot of cool stuff. We really love it. I'll show you those next time. We have a style hat, which are really cool. Going down the list, looking for questions. By the way, Chris Williams was here about 3 weeks ago to film Chicago Jong 3 together, and his son was here And he's like, Jong, I'm your biggest fan. I'm like, oh really? Oh, thank you very much. And he goes, I know some of your, what's the best way to put it? The keywords. Um, Anything is possible. He goes, maybe. And he goes, going down the list. Like, oh my God, where did that come from? Oh, wait, I know. um, I didn't know that going down the list was one of them. Anyways, I see our first question, Mr. Retro Collect. How goes our board secretary, my friend? You had previously indicated you were doing the IR glass because people demanded it. We have all been asking for lighted marquee topper. Would you do one? Also, when is IR glass coming? Fantastic questions. Lighted marquee topper, I don't know. I mean, if there are other people who are doing a fabulous job, as I'm seeing right now I'm like, is there a need for us to do one? Uh, if we can create something that will really, really amaze you and it's completely different, maybe. But right now, from marquee topper perspective, right, the box that you put on top, I think they're doing a fabulous job. So if they're doing a fabulous job, I don't want to go in there, if you know what I mean. It's better to establish that ecosystem. So we can have other people come in and help us to enhance the experience. So I really like that. So if they're doing a fabulous job, we probably won't do it. We'll let them do it. If we can come up with something that's completely different, then we'll think about it. So hope that helped. Going down the list. Let's see. Looking for questions. Wow, I see a lot of comments. Lots and lots of conversation. Oh, here's another question. Mr. Jolly Green, I saw your word question. Let's see. Can you tell us where or how to get extra points on Dragon? My friend, I think you are much, much better than me in Dragon Slayer too. um, if we have other family members who can answer that question, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll probably have to ask you that question. You're a much better expert than I am in this game. I'll guarantee you. Thank you for the question. Going down the list. Mark, you love RPGs. So do I. I'm a huge RPG fanatic. There's some really good RPGs that did I tell you a story where I took a week off when I used to work for Motorola. I took a week off when Final Fantasy VII came out and just played that. That was like the best week of my life ever. Um, Still remember that. Do nothing but play Final Fantasy VII. No eating, no nothing. No sleeping. um, Going down the list. Oh, the screen just jumped on me again. Um, if you have any questions, let me know. I see a lot of conversations about Slurpee. Um, yeah, I saw your video, by the way, Jeff. You really liked Slurpee a lot. Honestly, before I saw your video, I mean, I've played Slurpee a little bit, but I didn't know what it was about or how to play. And you taught me. So I think you convinced yourself. I think you convinced me. I think you're convincing all the other people too, which is awesome. Slurpee did look like a fantastic game. So I think I'm going to buy it and try it out. Thanks to you. Going down the list. Uh, Jeff says, by the way, she loves me now. Are you talking about Daphne or Kimmy? um, so several people were asking me the question, where the question was, Daphne or Kimmy? I've gotten the question a lot of times. I won't answer that right now. If you want to see the answer, it's in my last episode of live session. I gotta watch out because I don't know when my truly will be watching this video. um, here's a question. Kenny, how are you, my friend? Any update on iiRcade class? Fantastic question. Stay tuned. Sorry, I hate it when I have to say stay tuned. Um, Another question, Mr. Kian. My wife was 1K subscriber here, Jong. Free T-shirt. Number 1K. Number 1,000. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. So glad to hear. Um, let me see about the free T-shirt thing. um, Actually, send an email to contact@iiRcade.com, and we'll do something special. By the way, I mean it. So please send an email to contact@iiRcade.com. So thanks for that. Let's see. Pat, how are you, my friend? I saw the word question. Any Retromania wrestling release date update? Not yet. Not yet. Still looking into it. We'll keep you updated, and also watch out for Mike's announcements as well. And when I hear more updates, I'll certainly also try to pass that on to you as well. But right now, unfortunately, I don't have one yet. But stay tuned. By the way, one of the reasons why it's not out yet is because Mike wants to make it awesome, right? I mean, he's a perfectionist. He is a huge wrestling game fan, and he wants to make iiRcade version like the best ever. So that's the reason why. So stay tuned. Andre, how are you, my friend? I saw the word question. Do you anticipate the new TMNT game to come? You know as much as I do. I say anything is possible in the future, and stay tuned. Thanks for the question. Let's see. Regular, deregular. Hi, my friend. Love your name. Thanks for joining. And I saw the question mark. iiRcade, iGlass, and Jukebox. iiRcade, both of them stay tuned, unfortunately. I can tell you that Jukebox mode is under development. I can tell you that. I can also tell you that it is a very, very difficult feature to implement. And we're working on it. So I'll keep you updated. Stay tuned. Thanks for the question. Brad, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Why no continuous in spaces like Dragon Slayer? I have no idea. With iiRcade having all the three AAA and 2 Laserdisc games in your top 10, any chance of getting more Laserdisc games? We'll see. We'll see. That I'm not sure if I can answer that question at the moment. It's not an easy one. As you can see, the Dragon Slayer and Space Ace are like it's an iiRcade version basically, and we're able to make that happen. Outside of this, now all the other games are obviously from different companies and things like that, and it's like completely different discussion and completely different licensing, etc. So it takes time. We'll look into it. Anything is possible, and if anything happens, we'll let you know. So, thank you so much for a great question. Let's see. Peter, thank you so much. Don't forget first place. We are working on it. Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry because it's so funny. Kenny, let me get to your question, my friend. Question, John, will there be an iiRcade Stool made available this year? Thanks for the great question. I think anything is possible. There's a lot of, I know that there's a lot of demand for iiRcade Stool. I mean, we made some for ourselves, and that was for internal purposes only. Just because we want to have some fun with it. But releasing outside, we'll look into it. The biggest hurdle is again like everybody's so busy, so it's a matter of how to find the time to make it happen. So we'll try and we'll keep you updated. So stay tuned. Thanks for the great question. That's like fifth phrase. One more thing. Oh my God. Um, I think I stole that one away from Mr. Jobs. Thanks for that. That was funny. Oh, my screen jumped again. And that may be the sixth one, right? The screen keeps on jumping. um, Going up the list. Let me just find my place. I just found Todd's comment. And Christopher, how are you, my friend? Another question about tempered glass. I say stay tuned. My apologies. Stay tuned. Mark, Reventure is coming out today. That I'll confirm for you. Yes, it is coming out today. Um, so not too far away. So stay tuned. See, going down the list. Mark, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Jong, any more first-person shooters in the future? Anything is possible in the future, my friend. Seriously, first-person shooter is one of the genres that I do want to expand because I think it's extremely innovative and it's super incredibly fun on iiRcade. So we'll be working on it. So stay tuned. So thank you so much for that. Gregory, how are you, my friend? Question is iiRcade coming? Stay tuned. I feel so bad. Oh my God. Nathan, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. What can I do to 5 more times at this hour to play my arcade? I can do to 5 more time at this now. So you want to play 5 more times the hours that you're spending to play your arcade. I have a perfect solution for you. Don't sleep. Actually, no, that's not going to cover 5 more times. So, according to my calculation, we're us as humans are spending 1/3 of our life sleeping, and some of us a lot more, some of us a lot less. But if we don't have to sleep, there's a lot of hours we can spend to play games. I wish, right? I wish. uh, Thomas, how are you, my friend? Retromania update. I think I answered this. Kian, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Will any online type multiplayer games be coming soon that we can play with our friends across the states? Even making some of the current games have global leaderboards that don't. This is a fantastic question. Unfortunately, right now, I'll say for now, stay tuned. But online gaming experience is something that we will be enhancing a lot. We're putting a lot of focus in that area. So, fantastic question. Stay tuned. Thanks for that. Steve, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. If you could only save one princess, would it be Princess Daphne or Princess Leia? Why only one? Oh, this is a very difficult question, Daphne. Sorry. Daphne is special, I think. Daphne is very special. I think Princess Leia can survive by herself. I think she's strong enough. Princess Daphne, I think she needs help of a brave knight. So I say Princess Daphne. Thank you. That was easy. SJ Miola, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Is jukebox mode turned into? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That was a confirmation. It's coming. It's just taking some time. It is a very difficult feature, so stay tuned. When it comes, it'll be awesome, though. Robert, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Let me get to your question. Would you ever think about a light gun for iiRcade? I'd love to see American Laser games on iiRcade. Meg Dog Cree for the win. A fantastic question. I say anything is possible in the future. we'll see. Thank you so much for that. Um, Robert, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Anyway, you can get the game Gorf for iArcade. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. My understanding is that Gorf is a little uh, complex, I would say. But say anything is possible in the future. Thank you so much for that. Um, going down the list, going down the list, going down the list. Another question, Mr. Tyler. Update time frame for. Oh my God, I feel so bad. Um, Sorry, anything is possible in the future. Oh, Michael, thank you so much, my friend. I love you too. Love you. Love my family. You guys are fantastic. Really appreciate it. Now I'm energized back. On to the next question. Mr. Rab, any more Sega games on the horizon? These questions are hard because I have to say anything is possible in the future, whether there is or not. So, sorry, I have to answer this one with anything is possible in the future, my friend. But stay tuned. Um, Brian, I saw the word question. Is Aces of Luftwaffe an expansion edition? I don't know. I don't know. That's a fantastic question. We can look into it, but that question I do not know. So my apologies. Going down the list looking for questions. Here we go. Kenny, let me get your question. Jong, can you update the splash screen to have a cool sound effect? Oh my God, I completely agree with you. This is one thing that we definitely want to do. Um, I said it. We definitely want to do this. This is another one that's just matter of time because there's so many things that we want to do. And I do know that this one is highly sought, but what we're looking at right now is um, essential versus nice to have, right? This one more falls into nice to have because right, we're not going to die if we don't have it. So we're going through the essential ones first, and afterwards we're going to the nice to have. And when we get to that, we'll definitely get this in. So thanks for the question. Appreciate it. Mr. Kongsaras. Oh my God. By the way, Mr. Kongsaras, I see your videos. I think your videos are amazing. And I am also seeing your progress on Dragon Slayer as well, which I think is awesome. So keep it up. Question: do you have any updates on the download issues that are happening with popular games like? Yeah. So thank you so much for that. Again, this happened because of server overload, and I think this was, if I remember this correctly, this has been optimized. Of course, these kind of performance issues, there's always room for more optimization. So this will continue, I think. But this overload is happening because during each download, there's a lot of processing that happens in the background, right? So even though our server's like really capable of handling a lot of things, um, on iArcade, the preparation of your download does take a lot of what's called resources, quote unquote, on the server. So it was overloading the server itself. And our engineer has worked on it and he's optimized it. So he's more confident that this will not happen again. But again, there's always room for optimization. And the other thing is very difficult to test. Like for example, having 100 people hitting the server at the same time. It's very difficult to test because number one, we don't have 100 people. And number two, we don't have 100 devices in our office. So it's difficult to test. But we're working on it and we'll continue making it better. By the way, my screen scrolled up again. Going down the list, it's 1:15. It's been hour and 15 already. I'll go through and answer some more questions and we'll do something fun afterwards. But somebody mentioned my favorite word, King's Quest. Oh my God, I want King's Quest on iArcade. Mark, let me get to your question. You would think companies that have old games that are sitting on the shelf making no money, you would think they would be honored for company to want it? That's a fantastic question. That's initially what I thought too. and many of the companies, there are many yes, many no, especially with retro boom happening these days. Um, the games are becoming very expensive. um, there's a long historical background behind it. Um, I shouldn't say it live, but when we get to sit down and have some drink, say liquid together, I'll tell you the story. It's pretty interesting, actually. It's very interesting. Mr. Kongzaras, let me get to the question again. Also, possibly add a recently added category. I didn't know where space is. Yeah, I totally agree with you. There was a lot of requests for this. Typically, we put this in. I thought there was like something similar, recently added or something like that. Or I'll double check. But I thought this was already in. But for like really new stuff, uh, we're having a lot of conversations about our store. So um, there's going to be a lot of great changes coming soon. So when they happen, we'll keep you updated. Yeah. Thank you. Michael just confirmed for me that it exists. The recently added. Uh, thank you, Ken. Sorry. Um, recent games. Uh, so Space Ace. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. That's what I thought. And this is a proof of how forgetful I am of things that are happening in my own company, um, in my own app store. Anyways, Space Ace, there was the server overload issue, and that sort of was delayed. I wouldn't say delayed, maybe not, maybe it's not the right word, but it didn't display Space Ace because of the overload of the server. Again, that's fixed, and now you can see it. Um, but that's probably what happened. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Bill, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. Any first-person shooters in the works like Doom, Quake, or Wolfenstein? Fantastic question. Again, this is one area that I do want to expand because, again, I think first-person shooter on arcade experience is great. I think it's amazing, actually. So this is one area that we want to expand. Stay tuned. Thanks for that. Um, Brian, let me get to your question. Question: if you had the opinion, Jang, to bring any game to bring game to arcade, what would it be? This is a very difficult question, because ocean is huge. There's a lot of fish in the sea, and there's so many fish that are like in the sea. If I had to guess something that's like right off the top of my head, um, you may or may not like this one, but uh, this is something that's like I fell in love with when I was a child. And somebody already mentioned this one, and it's King's Quest. I would love to bring King's Quest series over to iiRcade as an official arcade game. Um, maybe a little bit better graphics, I don't know, but from everything else, just stay intact. Because I want to play King's Quest again. So I would have to say King's Quest. Maybe I'm making myself. We'll see. um, Anthony, how are you, my friend? Let me get to your question. When should I expect to receive Retromania Cabin? Oh, thank you so much for the great question. We've actually been discussing about this, and we believe right now, and of course, this is for now, because that port issue and COVID issue and everything that's still there. And we're having a lot of difficulties in finding ships and things like that. So all those issues are still there, even though we've finished fulfilling all our devices so far. But Retromania Wrestling, I would, for now, at least, I would say beginning of May or sometime in May. Sometime in May. But if anything else happens, we'll keep you updated. So thanks so much for that. Um, Sorry, I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to skim through real quickly. Um, Jeff wants leaderboard on Slurpee. uh, stay tuned. Anything is possible, my friend. Um, I'm gonna go through real quickly. Sorry if I missed your question. My sincere apologies. The screen does scroll really quickly and it's very difficult to detect. Um, all right, I think I've gone to the end. Um, it's time. Um, we've gone for 80 minutes. I think it's time for the detonation. What do you guys think? Because I really want you to try Reventure. It is an amazing game, and I love RPGs. One of the reasons why I love RPGs because taking the role of another person in a completely different world that's completely different from ours just takes your mind away from all the things that's going on in this world and just makes me forget and get me into another world and where it's a lot of adventure and killing bad guys and things, but enjoyable. So yeah, let's make that happen. All right, I have a detonator here, and if I press this, then Reventure goes live. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Let me just drink a drink a liquid. Here we go. Detonator. I'm gonna press. When I press, Reventure goes live. You guys ready? Let's blow this up. You're gonna count to five. Count with me, guys. Ready? Five, four, three, two, one. Push. Blew up. Yes. Finally, we made it happen. Reventure is live. Reventure should be live. Um, sorry. Reventure's live. Is it live? Oh, sorry. Reventure's not live. Reventure's not. Oh my God. Hey guys. Sorry, I think I made a big mistake. Oh my God. Um, this shows I'm human. There's a big problem. Um, I pressed the wrong detonator button. That's why Reventure is not live. Damn it. All right. I got to do this. It's very, very important. But you guys have to know. And there is one more thing. There's one more thing today. Um, one more thing is I pressed the wrong detonator button. You know what this detonator button is for? Anyone want to take a guess? This was a detonator button for the iiRcade glass. I pressed the detonator button for iiRcade glass by mistake. So right now, iiRcade glass is live for pre-order. um, that was the one more thing. iiRcade glass is live now on iiRcade.com for pre-order because I pressed the detonator button, wrong detonator button by mistake. This is a type of mistake that I make. I'm a human. um, it'll let me give you a quick story on iron glass. So here it is. This is iron glass. Iron glass is 1/8 of an inch thick. It's very thick. It's very heavy. It's very sturdy. It doesn't. It's scratch resistant. It's got black border. Um, unless you like really try to kill it, it's not gonna break. And it's custom made. It fits perfectly on your iiRcade. Now, One of the reasons why there was a delay of the pre-orders was because of shipping. Um, FedEx is charging a lot of money for shipping, and we've been trying to find out how to make that happen. And especially every region is different, so it was very, very difficult to get information for shipping. So what we said is, let's forget about all that. We'll just set a price, and we're just going to include free shipping, right? So that's what happened. Again, shipping price is very high, so um, it's live. But when you see it, you'll see that it's got free shipping in there, everything too. So it should be there in iiRcade.com. If you're interested, I would strongly recommend going for it. Now, the other thing is, the initial batch is extremely limited in quantity. So what we're doing is for this initial batch, we're sending them over by airplane. Now this is FedEx airplane, which is even more expensive than the initial FedEx price from here to your house, and the quantity is even more limited. so um, it so if you're interested, I would strongly recommend acting quickly before it runs out, because second batch is gonna take some time to arrive. So so but that's what happens when I press the wrong detonator button. So sorry for that. All right, I wasn't supposed to press the orange button. I was supposed to press the pink button, the strawberry flavor, my favorite. So this time I'm gonna press the right button. I got 3 minutes. Um, guys, ready? Let's do this one more time. All right, button 4, reventure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Reventure is not live, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in today. Love you guys. Reventure, I think you really love, and I think it's priced very affordably as well. So I really hope that you will try and have fun. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Love you guys. We'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.